The ocean was still asleep when the first rays of dawn began to stretch across the horizon. A soft mist hovered over the water, painting everything in shades of silver and blue. Then, almost as if it had been waiting for the perfect moment, the Sunrise Pearl 2026 revealed itself. From a distance, it looked less like a yacht and more like a vision rising out of a dream, its pearl-white body glowing faintly, catching the first kiss of the sun. The curves of its design shimmered like liquid light, elegant and futuristic, an engineering marvel that seemed to belong not to this world but to some higher imagination of beauty. As the morning deepened, the mist parted, and the yacht appeared in full majesty. The surface of the sea reflected it perfectly, as though a mirror had been laid beneath it. Birds wheeled overhead, their wings catching the golden light, and the hum of engines resonated softly, like the heartbeat of the vessel itself. It was not just a machine. It felt alive, breathing, waiting, almost listening. The silence around it was so complete that when the first footstep touched the deck, it was like a note struck on an instrument, announcing the beginning of something timeless. The guests boarded slowly, their eyes wide, each one pausing to absorb the sight. A young couple held hands, whispering in awe. An older man, dressed in a tailored suit, lifted his sunglasses just to get a clearer look. A child, hardly 10 years old, ran to the railing, gasping at the endless stretch of blue all around. The Sunrise Pearl 2026 welcomed them in silence, its decks gleaming, its glass reflecting the sky, its pathways lit subtly with strips of soft gold. Every detail whispered luxury. The upper deck unfolded like a dream of summer. An infinity pool stretched at the center, so perfectly aligned with the horizon that the eye could not tell where the water ended and the ocean began. Guests lounged on pearl-white chairs, sipping chilled drinks served on trays by attendants dressed in sharp uniforms. The laughter of the group blended with the gentle splash of the pool. The morning air carried scents of citrus and sea salt, a perfect blend of freshness and indulgence. Near the railing, a man lifted his glass, turning it so the sun caught its edge. The golden bubbles inside shimmered, reflecting the sky, and he smiled. "This isn't just a yacht," he said to no one in particular, "it's a floating sunrise." His words seemed to linger in the air, carried by the breeze, settling into the rhythm of the day. Inside, the yacht was even more breathtaking. The doors slid open soundlessly, revealing an interior where pearl-white walls curved like the inside of a seashell. Light filtered through glass ceilings, turning everything into a canvas of reflections. The air inside was cool and scented faintly with lavender and ocean mist. At the center of the lounge stood a holographic art display, shifting from landscapes to abstract shapes, as though the yacht itself was painting moods for its guests. Plush sofas invited relaxation, their textures soft under the touch, while golden trims along the walls glowed as if the sunrise had followed inside. Children ran through the lounge, their laughter bouncing against the walls. A woman in a flowing dress walked slowly, fingertips grazing the curved glass, marveling at the endless view outside. The sound system played soft notes of piano and strings, blending so seamlessly with the natural hum of the sea that it felt like the yacht was singing. When the engines stirred to life, the yacht began to glide. Slowly, majestically, the Sunrise Pearl 2026 cut across the water, leaving ripples that sparkled in the growing light. From above, the view was a masterpiece, a pearl carving its path on an ocean canvas. Dolphins joined in, leaping joyfully at the bow, their sleek forms catching sunlight with every rise. Guests gathered at the front, leaning over the railing, clapping and laughing as the creatures danced in rhythm. The day stretched like an unfolding symphony. At noon, the deck transformed into a feast of life. Tables gleamed with silver and gold cutlery, and plates of gourmet dishes were served, fresh seafood, exotic fruits, delicacies from distant coasts. The clinking of glasses and the murmur of conversations filled the air. A chef appeared from the kitchen, his uniform spotless, presenting dishes as though unveiling art. A guest took a bite and sighed, every taste feels like the ocean itself has been captured. The children, meanwhile, splashed in the pool, their voices ringing high against the horizon. The yacht seemed endless, every corner revealing a new space. Private lounges, glass-walled cabins, a spa glowing with soft blue lights, a library where books floated on holographic shelves. The Sunrise Pearl 2026 was not just transporting people, it was transporting them into another reality. By evening, the ocean shifted its mood. The sky turned into a painting of oranges, pinks, and deep purples. The guests gathered again on the deck, wrapped in blankets, glasses in hand. The couple who had boarded first leaned against each other, watching the sun melt into the horizon. The older man stood alone by the railing, eyes fixed on the fire-colored sky. Even the children fell quiet, sensing the sacredness of the moment. The yacht glowed under this light, every curve kissed by sunset. Its reflection stretched on the water, making it look twice as vast, as though it existed in two worlds at once, the physical and the mirrored. A violinist stepped onto the deck, bowing gently, and soft music rose, weaving into the colors of the dusk. Tears welled up in the eyes of one guest, though she smiled through them. "I never knew," she whispered, "that silence could be this beautiful." And then, night descended. Stars spilled across the sky like diamonds scattered by an unseen hand. The yacht lit up, golden lights blooming along its decks, making it a beacon in the darkness. From far away, it looked like a constellation drifting across the sea. Guests danced under the stars, the sky deck alive with music and joy. Fireworks burst in the distance, their colors mirrored perfectly on the black water. Laughter rose, glasses clinked, and for a moment, time itself seemed to stop. In the dining hall, candles flickered on every table. A couple sat at one corner, their faces glowing in the light, their hands entwined. Nearby, a group raised a toast, their voices joining in celebration. Outside, by the infinity pool, someone floated on their back, staring at the stars as though floating through space. The yacht held them all, each in their own world, yet bound together by the magic of the moment. Beneath the surface of the water, the yacht's lights glowed, illuminating schools of fish. They darted and shimmered, painting the sea with moving constellations. A child pressed his face against the glass wall of the underwater lounge, gasping at the sight. "It's like the ocean is alive with stars," he whispered. His mother smiled, pulling him close, her eyes wide with wonder. In the captain's cabin, the world was quieter. Holographic maps floated in the air, stars and currents traced in light. The captain stood at the helm, hands steady, eyes calm. Through the glass, the vast ocean stretched, infinite and timeless. He nodded slightly, as though in respect to the sea, and guided the Sunrise Pearl 2026 forward. Midnight deepened. Some guests slept in pearl-white cabins, lulled by the gentle rocking of the sea. Others lingered on the deck, wrapped in shawls, whispering secrets. Under the stars, a group of friends sang softly, their voices blending with the sound of waves. The yacht continued its journey, unhurried, carrying dreams across water. And when the first hints of dawn returned, the cycle began anew. The horizon brightened, the ocean stirred, and once again the Sunrise Pearl 2026 stood radiant, a pearl born of light, destined to carry beauty wherever it drifted. It was not just a yacht. It was a memory, an experience, a sunrise that never ended. For those who had set foot upon it, life had been touched forever, as though they had sailed not on the ocean, but across the very soul of time itself.